The Annotated Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, page 3. The restoration of the English monarchy failed to completely revive the splendor of Christmas past. Many people looked back nostalgically to the glories of the season. Needham's History of the Rebellion, 1661, seemed to express the general attitude. Gone are those golden days of yore, when Christmas was a high day, whose sports we now shall see no more. 'Tis turned into Good Friday. Many of the old traditions, however, were still preserved in the countryside. The spirit of hospitality has not quite forsaken us, observed the author of Round About Our Coal Fire, or Christmas Entertainments, 1740. Several of the gentry are gone down to their respective seats in the country, in order to keep their Christmas in the old way, and entertain their tenants and tradesfolks as their ancestors used to do, and I wish them a Merry Christmas accordingly. But by the end of the 18th century, many of the old trappings and entertainments had completely vanished. Such items as plum porridge and peacock pie from the old bills of fare were now unknown. The court harbored little interest in celebrating the season in the old way. The masks, pageants, banquets, and other festivities were no longer on the same scale as before the Revolution. Even the New Year's Ode, given by the poet laureate, was forgotten. The Industrial Revolution further discouraged the simple pleasures of the season. Employees now were not given time off to celebrate Christmas Day. If a little more success had crowned the Puritan movement of the 17th century, or the utilitarian movement of the 19th century, G.K. Chesterton observed in his introduction to A Christmas Carol, 1924 edition, the old holiday traditions would have become merely details of the neglected past, a part of history or even archaeology. Perhaps the very word carol would sound like the word villanelle. Fortunately, a few brave voices were raised in praise of the holiday. Charles Lamb, in a brief essay, A Few Words on Christmas, described some of the games and other delights of his holidays past. He defined Christmas as the happiest time of the year. It is the season of mirth and cold weather. It is a time when mistletoe and red-berried laurel and soups and sliding and schoolboys prevail, when the country is illuminated by fires and bright faces, and the town is radiant with laughing children. A handful of scholars and historians shared Lamb's respect for the old Christmas pleasures.